Hey, Frost and I are here today on the Shortcutter Show to share some tips. So, linear learning is not the best thing anymore. We no longer do anything else in our world the slow, linear way. We use smart shortcuts to accelerate getting us to our destination in everything except our kids' education. It's the one thing that is now actually taking longer than it ever has. And I hear people all the time blaming it on the kids. They become lazy learners. They become digitally distracted. You can fill in the blank. But what if they're wrong? I'm Kristi Kennedy, and about 15 years ago, after 18 years of praying for a miracle, life took a turn that I did not expect. And I became kind of like a widow as a solo parent of my 5 children. We had dealt with severe autism, ADHD, and a host of about 9+ other labels, along with health issues like celiac disease, cerebellar ataxia, and lupus, and some learning differences like dyslexia, very severe dyslexia, and dysgraphia, and then also had gifted learners as well. Likely, if you named something, it sure seemed to have touched one of the 6 of us in some way. So I had to figure out a whole new way to educate my 5 children with all these differences as a solo parent and provider in a way that really honored our faith and beliefs and that would set my kids up for success quickly. Because at the time, I also was battling some life-threatening health issues, and I didn't want my kids to end up orphaned or alone in the system with no other choice. So the road wasn't exactly smooth and simple for us. I tried a myriad of homeschool curriculums and programs, co-ops, private school, public school. We had to navigate all those twists and turns from all the angles to get to where we ended up with each one of my kids shortcutting their success the smart way and getting dream career offers even before graduating from high school. So one huge lesson I learned that I want to share with you today is that lengthy linear learning might have been the only option many, many decades ago, but I found it was not at all the right option for my kids or the myriad of other kids whose parents came to me for help after my 5 kids were shortcutting the smart way and accelerating into these dream careers, even getting paid to get educated. So here is one of the big things that I discovered when I reverse engineered what we did and how we did it so that I could help others shortcut their kids' success in the same way, even if you're dealing with a ton of challenges like I did. So based on research in cognitive science, we know that the learning process is actually nonlinear, that different students need different amounts of time, they use different modalities, they need specific support in order to really learn effectively. And along the same line, that there is a correct sequence to curriculums and process, that's really becoming under a lot of scrutiny these days. So what I discovered is that when we do what we've always done and expect to get different results for our kids, well, that just doesn't add up. So I like to say it like this: you need to teach the right things the right way for the right kids. And you need to make real-time adjustments through that process. If you want to really accelerate learning and your kids' success, this is what's needed. It's really just like we do everything else after kids or we get out of any type of traditional education you're in. It's kind of crazy, right? I mean, why not set our kids up for success the right way right from the start? Wipe out all those meltdowns, get rid of any stress, restore a love of learning, and really, truly catapult their success. We live in an age where we use technology and resources like this to accelerate everything. I mean, literally everything else we do in life. From using our map on our app for directions, it's a GPS, it redirects us, even if we make a wrong turn or there's a road closed or a traffic jam. We don't worry about it. It redirects us quickly. And then anything from like buying groceries, scanning them through a computer that picks up what they are, how much they are. If they're on sale, it adds the tax, it adds all the items, it spits out the total amount you owe. To things like designing homes, creating billboards, doing your business accounting, or even your personal taxes. Everything we do is accelerated. No one does anything the way it used to have to be done. Even things like handcrafted items, from how you obtain supplies to how you measure, calculate, or design, somewhere along that process, it's been accelerated due to the era we live in. And it's awesome. It's really amazing. But why isn't traditional public, private, or homeschooling accelerating our kids' education in the same way? If anything, honestly, there's been an increased amount of frustration, stress, and anxiety, and time that it takes to get even the basics done. Today, it takes literally longer than it ever has. But why? Why is the average student now taking 6 years to obtain a bachelor's degree? 6 years. And the saddest part is that most of these kids graduating with a degree, it's without what's really truly needed to accelerate their career and be successful. Meanwhile, they've wasted 6 years. So what's the one thing they have achieved? A boatload of student debt and wasted time. So what do you need to do differently? I'm going to tell you right now 3 things. 1, you need to focus on shortcutting your kids' success by making sure they're learning the right things the right way for their specific learning. And then 2, you need to assess what areas are causing stress and then change those in real time. And then 3, you need to make sure to identify the destination they're headed. You have to have clarity with how to get them there. They need to know these things. They need to have that clarity. They need to know that destination and direction. And when you do these 3 steps, you will literally transform your kids' education exponentially. So don't leave your kids' education and their future up to chance. Time is something we never get back. It goes by so quickly for our kids. So be sure to take time today to make sure that your kids are being set up for success. I am cheering for you. And if you feel like you need some help figuring that out for yourself or for your kids, I'd love to help you on what we call a free roadmap strategy call. Just go to SEUworks.com. There's a link below and book a call. I'd love to talk with you soon. Thanks so much. And remember, I believe in you. You can do this. And together, as faith-driven, proactive parents, we can change the trajectory of our kids' future, and we can leave a legacy that we're proud of. Thanks so much. Have a great, great day.